fine. You were right about Goncharov, right? Being a 73 classic. So that's our next bonus episode, right?
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, right.
It's one of my favorite...
Is to find a torrent of it so we can rewatch it. Haven't seen it in a few years, but you know.
Yeah, I heard it's actually really difficult to come by now. I think there was a problem. I think like there was some sort of fire, and the original like master of it was destroyed. So there's only like VHS copies and like old like really crappy rips of it flying around, and people are like trying to see if they can find like any backups of any like really good masters.
Have they checked salt mines in Eastern European countries?
No, they haven't. Maybe they should check Naples, right?
I mean, look, they'll either find the lost copies of Goncharov, or they'll find some of the Operation Gladio M16s that they missed.
Exactly. Or maybe they'll find all of the nuclear bombs that,
Look, we know where the nuclear bombs are. There is one in a field in North Dakota. You can just cut the wire fence and take the bomb. It is free.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the ones that Ronald Reagan buried underneath all European countries.
Oh, right. When Ronald Reagan was like, if communism takes over the world, we'll just blow the world up because communism cannot win.
Exactly. We cannot allow communism to win. By the way, I respect your they-them pronouns.
What?
Tell him. He doesn't know.
So yes, our next bonus episode on the campaign mode of Call of Duty Black Ops Modern Warfare. I mean, fucking Cold War, I mean.
Oh, is this the game where they like to get people to calm down? They point guns at them, like civilians. Or...
No, that was fuck. What game was that?
That's the newest one. That's the newest one.
Yeah, that's the new one. Oh fuck, you're right. That was I haven't played it yet. That was the campaign mode of the new one. Yeah. Where it was like the prompt is de-escalate the situation. You point a gun. It literally fucking starts with that fucking game. What was it? Yeah, it literally starts with you missiling doing a predator strike on not General Suleiman.
Oh god, yeah.
Anyway, so Stargate
ends with
Oversight.
you being adopted by Kevin Spacey as we talk about the future.
Oh, god.
So, Stargate Oversight, I think that's a podcast that we're doing, right?
Probably. I think it has three British people, right?
We should probably get on that before it's like 2 in the morning.
No. We're going to record this podcast for 4 hours. I'm going to cut the hour episode out, and then the other 3 hours will go off as Patreon bonus stuff.
Yeah, we just spend ages just going on tangents now in all of our episodes so we can cut them out and put them as Patreon bonus content.
Actually, that's a real... Yeah, remind me to send you the bit I cut from... the bit I cut from the bonus, where we just talk about Star Wars and bone kickers for 4 minutes.
Exactly.
I do.
Well, in this episode of the show Stargate, we have to deal with something way more terrifying than modern warfare, nuclear bombs, Ronald Reagan, or any of that. Do you know what that terrifying thing is?
Nanomachine, son.
Oh,
Close, yes. But before we even get to that, we have to deal with something even scarier than that. The Greeks.
I thought you were just going to say old people. Yeah, sure,
Greek people.
Those feta-eating twink fucking perverts that invented democracy.
How quick to get cancelled in an episode? We had a good run, guys.
But so since we're getting cancelled right now, should we introduce ourselves just so it's easier for the good people out there to cancel us?
Yes.
Sure.
Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. Okay. Anyway,
Ryan, you go first.
I'm going to continue going first.
Egg.
As if anything, I'm on Miller. As Hope said, my name is Ryan. I go by he, him.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello,
Ryan. This is our good friend Ryan, who's a biphobe who mansplains bisexuality to queer people.
And look, that was a bit. And we did it in private and you laughed. Don't you dare turn this on me.
I am the wonderful, lovely Arctisha Frost, and I go by she, her.
And we are cancelling Arctisha because Kevin Spacey has adopted her.
Just rolling it off, getting everything in there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not responsible for the actions of my adoptive father, thank you very much.
Yeah, but you'll take his money.
Anyway, what's your name and who are you?
Hi, my name's Hope. My pronouns are she and it, and I'm currently being cancelled for committing multiple genocides and insulting the Greeks.
I mean, the Greeks, you know. What have the Greeks ever done for us, right?
Look,
I mean-
TF said worse about the Dutch on their thing, so I think I can get away with...
What's the Dutch? Anyway.
So yeah, so Stargate is a television show from the late 90s and early 2000s,
Are
isn't
we
it,
going
my
to
friends?
describe the plot of Stargate as a whole in like the
No!
90s?
Yes!
No, I'm just trying to pivot back onto the television show we're talking about.
No, we're
Anyway.
doing a bit. We're going to spend 3 years just telling you the entire plot, and then we'll go back to rip episode by episode.
It's actually what it's going to be. It's going to be like the start of like One Piece, and we're going to just spend like recounting the entire plot of the whole show every
Look, One Piece is
episode.
Let her
amazing.
cook!
One
Let
Piece
her
is
cook!
Amazing. One Piece is the best anime I've watched in years. Anyway, Stargate SG-1. This episode is called Brief
Four
Candle.
candles.
Four Candles, yes.
Yeah, four
Yeah,
candles.
of
Otherwise
course, yeah,
known by its
definitely.
alternate name that you will see everywhere on the internet, Brief Candle.
And yes, as we alluded to previously, we have to deal with the terror of the Greeks.
Dun, dun, dun.
Our contracts with the Vancouver Tourist Board, why are we being told to advertise scenic ancient Greece?
I mean, look, do we get paid or not? If we get paid,
Yeah, this is it's Athens, Vancouver.
in the year,
Are you-
in the year 190 AD.
Come to Little Sparta. We'll kick your child out while you
Come
get
to-
your falafel.
come to Little Sparta. We have falafel, we have some Greek yoga, and we have a little bit of paedophilia. All of the great things you could find in Sparta.
Yes. Oh God, I've never felt more comfortable in an episode. Yeah, I think this is a new high or a new low, whichever way. You
Of
look
course,
at it.
our friends, our lovely friends, the Greeks, are praying to their gods, and the greatest gods of them all arrive.
SG-1?
America!
I mean, Teal'c is the greatest god of them all. let's not beat around the bush. Anyway,
Yeah, they see the Americans arrive and they're like, oh my god, holy shit.
Oh no! Everyone panics and they go, oh no, we're about to have a regime change.
what actually happens is they come in and these people go, "Oh, you must be like, a gods or something." Because
Is it Pelops, the guy? Representative
Pelops. Pelops, yes.
representative of Pelops. But as they come in, this man's wife is just off to the corner behind a pillar, literally about to give birth.
And of course, luckily for us, we have the most experienced people possible to deliver a baby. And by that I say, help, we need help delivering a baby. At which point, every fucking member of the SG-1 team looks at
Just
Samantha.
looks at the woman, just turns around. Well,
She's
Yeah.
like, why the fuck would I know?
We have sexism at 2 minutes. I think that's a record.
yeah, but then it's like,
Okay, yeah. In the okay, I will give it credit. The joke is that they are sexist, not like
that is a good thing.
yeah. It's like
And then the joke-
She's Samantha's like, why would I know that?
And then the joke turns around that actually Daniel was the one who was most qualified to do this.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, interesting. I don't know when that happened.
What he literally says. He midwives in Yucatan taught him how to deliver babies.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Yes, once. Specifically once. Yeah, this is his second baby.
Well, he does it correctly.
He does it right, you're right.
Apparently.
Wait, this is his second baby? I wasn't aware Stargate was filmed in the Omegaverse.
I literally have spent most of my adult life ignoring that, so moving on.
Yes. No, I am not ignoring it. I'm sorry, but
He successfully delivers
Michael
the baby,
Shanks.
and
Michael
they
Shanks.
move on, and then they name the child
Michael
Danielle
Shanks
as
asks
thanks
Richard
for
Dean
him
Anderson to start
working
knotting
with him.
him.
And then the fact that I am just going to go la 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 la, and I am not going to stop talking.
I'm
because
dying
you need
of
to keep up
laughter
with
here.
this, I'm going to fucking kill myself. And then there will be no further member of the podcast for you to bully for being a man. And then...
And feminism will have succeeded. Exactly. Yes.
It's fine. We'll just kidnap Oral. He's seen the series already.
Don't.
Oral will be even more fun to bully because he's shy.
But yes, yeah. One thing I mean, it's just a minor point, but it's a very good thing that Daniel, who is not a doctor, at least in the medical sense, just carries surgical gloves with him at all times.
Wait, was he wearing surgical gloves? I don't.
Yeah, he puts them on to deliver the baby.
Yeah, where did they come from? Hold on a minute.
He just carries them around in them just in case it's a pregnancy on a mission.
I guess they have like a medical kit.
I
everyone,
think it might be medkit, but it might also be archaeology because skin oil can react with certain things when you're doing archaeology. So you want
or
to...
maybe Daniel just has a latex fetish.
Or maybe it was just. Maybe it was just a plot convenience. Either or, but
all of the above.
But yes, Daniel succeeds, and we are going to name our child after you, Danielle. And I'm like,
and they all make a big effort to go, look, he's got a birthmark. Look at this birthmark. This birthmark is going to be very important. You should remember this birthmark.
This very distinct birthmark in the shape of a triangle. This very distinct, very, very distinct birthmark.
Can we Sorry, can we cut back a second? There's a really good thing I want to observe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not talking about the military, but just talking about men. Like, while Daniel Jackson is busy delivering the baby, doing the women's work, all the men are off looking lost and forlorn with nothing to do.
I mean,
even those who aren't directly involved in the pregnancy.
What was Carter doing when Daniel Jackson was delivering the baby?
I don't know. She's not in the shot.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What was she doing? She literally just disappeared.
Yeah. So Carter vanishes, and Tilk, Jack, and I'm guessing the father are just standing there like, what?
Childbirth, huh?
Yeah, childbirth. God, I wish I had a beer. I wish I was fishing right now. Is the game on? Can we barbecue?
No, of course. They are all witnessing the miracle of childbirth. And they are in awe. They are in awe of just how wonderful and how amazing a natural process is.
So
that's what someone's in face looks.
Exactly. It's the process. It's a process that real natal biological women can do, Hope, and you wouldn't understand.
Anyway, we're about 2 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, we are 2 minutes into the episode. We a lot to say about like men and women and babies. On the bromance front, O'Neill does compliment Jackson with this line: "You never cease to amaze me with all your talents, Dr. Jackson."
What our talented man. The only thing he can't do is anthropology, apparently, his job.
I mean, look, the plot needs him to be dumb for moments, so he's done.
Yeah, wonder what all this strange architecture is.
It might be Greek, I think.
Yeah, of course it's Greek! It's very obviously Greek, Daniel!
He observes that they worship an ancient Greek hero, Pelops, as a god.
And he asks where the gods reside, and he gets the most predictable answer.
The sky.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
They're up there. They're in the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, probably. Actually.
Yeah, actually, the Greek gods were in the Twin Towers on 9/11 and they were among the dead.
Oh no! Yeah, Pelops was in Trump's office and all of the rest of them laughed at Pelops and said, "Ha ha ha, you fool! All of us who decided to carry out our operations in Trump Tower, we're now in the tallest building in New York." That's actually not that's not a lie, by the way. When 9/11 happened, the first thing Trump said was showing off how now his tower was the tallest building in New York.
I mean, that makes sense, and I'm not even going to question it. Like, it's sad, but yeah, probably, yeah. That's my response to that is, yeah, Yeah.
Also, I want to point out though, so this baby that they have, of course, is assigned male at birth.
Yes.
And we are completely robbed here of Christopher Judge just yelling, "Boy!"
I should have grabbed that drop.
There would be a time travel reason for that to work, like a lot. Like how many years? Like nearly 30?
We'll get to time travel eventually.
Okay, wow. But yeah, of course they immediately decide, this must be a Gould. This Pelos figure must have been a Gould. It's like, because of course. It's like, do you have any evidence of that? No, it's just how it usually works. Fair enough.
Okay, it's a weird god that they worship in their weird place, which is taken through which they arrive through a Stargate. Of course it's a Gould!
I do know, but at this point it's just like, hey look, it's a Gould. Oh yeah. And then there's no actual fact checking.
Oh. Also, you mentioned Daniel Jackson being bad at anthropology.
Yeah.
Fucking next scene, it is Jack O'Neill who's quoting Greek myths and legends, not Daniel Jackson.
Fucking right.
Listen, Jack O'Neill is a man of many talents.
But they are taken to this feast, and they're all looking around, and everyone is weird and young and healthy. And my immediate thought about what's happening here, which was, I guess, technically correct, but not in the way I thought, was eugenics.
What? Anyway,
no, it's just the hottest happening party in not ancient Greece. You know, these couples, they look like these pretty ancient Greek men and women. They look across the room, they see each other's vibe, and they go, "We like that. Let's party." And
they're all sort of
a giant party.
They're all sort of being given food and drinks and all that sort of stuff.
One
and
of them
then
really likes it.
yes, and then Jack is like, "Well, this is weird. I don't trust any of this." Until suddenly, hot woman comes over and says, "Hey, would you like a cake?"
Jack just suddenly meets a Final Fantasy XIV dancer and just goes, "Awooga." His eyes pop out, blood runs down his nose.
He doesn't go awooga till he eats the cake. He basically goes, "Oh, okay, cool." And then it takes one bite and then immediately goes,
Yeah. Yeah, takes one bite and he's like, "Now I must fuck this woman."
And like immediately every soul in my body just screamed, drugs.
Yeah. So Sonny just eats this cake, gets dragged off, and he's like, "Hey, gonna fuck this woman now."
I'm
and then
also really loopy for some reason after eating that cake.
And then the rest of the SG-1 crew are like, "Huh, weird. Oh well, let's carry on eating all the rest of this
it's
stuff."
kind of weird. The SG-1 crew gets stopped by like 4 random people, and they're just like, "Okay."
No, 4 random people. And Tilk just makes the most casual observation. I believe the human wishes to spend time with you. I think she wants you to take her to Pound Town.
I just wrote that down as, I believe she is trying to fuck you.
It would be fornicate. It would be fornicate.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm just imagining Jack.
Here we can see.
Swears. Not slurs. Swears. God.
Here we can see the American Air Force colonel in his natural habitat.
Greece.
Naked and shagging someone?
You should Greece. Well, yeah, could be.
I mean, it's actually kind of strange, though. I mean, he is in the static zone right now, so it's strange that an American soldier in the static zone is having sex with an adult woman.
That means.
This is your fault entirely for not looking it up.
I don't wish to at this point. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but everything seems fine. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, they find out that it's a 100-day party, which sounds like it's to die for.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to go, right?
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Huh, this seems pretty good. Maybe their overlords are good cool."
As soon as that statement happened, I'm like,
Nope.
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 Bullshit. But yeah, so Jack takes well, I don't think we know her name yet. Takes her back to the tent, the communal tent.
Yeah,
Actually, now that I think
just full of beds of people fucking, which is the most Greek thing I could possibly think of.
And then,
so it's like the Seattle Polycule, except ancient Greek style.
Yeah, it's the Seattle Polycule, except actually real.
Except even more filthy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
And
suddenly,
Jack lays some pipe. He does do it.
but then suddenly everyone falls asleep at the exact
Dude.
same time.
And the rest of us are like, well, this is weird. So they go to that tent and they find Colonel O'Neill in his post-coital state.
Colonel O'Neill scrabbling to put his clothes back on, like, I didn't fuck this woman. I did not.
No, of course not. No, I have a wife. I have a wife.
Literally wobbling around, like barely able to make sentences.
Turns out,
Do you guys think he's on drugs yet? Because I'm
No,
pretty
they're
sure
like, he's probably fine.
he's on
No.
drugs.
Jack O'Neill couldn't handle they them pussy.
Yeah.
I tell you, Doc, they them pussy hits different.
I can't remember the rest of that one.
I don't know
Sorry.
that one at all, so I'm moving on.
But yeah, I like. I didn't initially realize that they just fallen asleep. So when I saw them just like flop, I was like, "Oh my god, they're all fucking dead!"
I thought that for about like 10 seconds. Yeah, I just thought they all died. Like it was like a 100-day party where everyone just dies every night or some shit. Like I thought.
But no, they are in fact alive.
Just
And they're like, huh, but we ate food and they ate food. What if one of us ate different food?
Who could that have been, though?
Jack.
And then at this point, I have to point out, was Jack O'Neill just raped?
Yes, technically.
Kinda. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
getting raped.
By the customs of their people, this was entirely normal. By the customs of any sane person, that was just fucking drugs. He got drugged and raped.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, especially with like something that happens later on that makes it even weirder.
Yeah, no, this is.
and,
We are truly in the satanic zone.
yeah,
for
and
this
everyone
episode.
else in the crew is just like, ha ha, ha ha. Haha, looks like Colonel O'Neill got raped her. And like, that's not cool.
I mean,
Looks like
Carter does like fire a shot. Carter does get a very snarky line in, and I can't remember what it is. I just have Jack O'Neill gets owned.
yeah, it's weird. They kind of like go, "Oh, you idiot!" to him, the guy who got drugged.
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, 90s, I guess, but like, what?
Getting drugged. He just like me at university.
But
Yeah, but you
moving
chose
on.
to do that.
Moving on swiftly, shall we?
Um,
The next,
Jack also has to pass out because no fun after dark. Got to be lights on the covers.
And then the next morning, Jack is all fucked up, and the rest of them continue to go, oh, that's weird.
I mean, Jack does go, this is fucked up. No, from now on, we stick to rations. Spoiler, they won't stick to rations.
Yeah, everyone's like, let's split up and look for clues, Scooby-Doo style, which always goes well in Scooby-Doo.
I mean,
It does.
It goes well if Scooby-Doo had a gun.
Hello, Raggy!
It's coming right for us. But
hey, we're not doing South Park just yet, Ryan.
But yeah, so they go looking around, and Jack is definitely not just having a fucking massive hangover from being drugged and is passing out.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Daniel is talking to their sort of leader guy, and he's like, "So, this Pelops guy,
Tell me about him.
well, you see, he chose us. He took us here beyond the stars and told us that we were the chosen people."
Did no one question that? No, because we are the chosen.
He said that we were like cool and based and PogChamp, and we all thought that was really cool.
And all we had to do was pay £8 a month for the PogChamp privilege on our Twitter, and now we are allowed to.
Yeah,
be chosen.
yeah. But the only requirement is that you have to
Twitter
have a blue
blue.
check mark. Yeah, exactly. You have to have a blue
Exactly,
check mark to
yeah.
live here.
And you follow Elon Musk on Twitter. I mean, the fact that we did the movie last week means this is just the most familiar things. Like, yes, I remember this.
Hey, look, listen, right? Okay. I don't see what the problem is. Just buy Twitter blue, and I won't call you a pedo, mate, eh?
That man has tried to change his accent so hard. Like, have you heard him speak like anytime recently? He has like done the most like
I do not
from
own a South African diamond mine. I know nothing about South African apartheid emeralds. I know nothing about the invasion of Equatorial Guinea. I know nothing about Rhodesia.
okay. Let's point out here. Well, he did do some fucked up. Him and his family did do some fucked up things in South Africa. I don't think he was involved. I don't think he was involved in Mark Thatcher and Simon Mann's attempt to coup Equatorial Guinea.
What about Rhodesia?
Like what?
Now, I can't conclusively say whether or not Elon Musk was involved in Rhodesia.
But legally, we have to say we don't know. This is a bit.
And as we don't know, we can say anything we like.
So yeah,
as long as we make sure we put a big parody in the name and the description and at the end of the tweet, and maybe we won't get banned.
And meanwhile, after sort of describing everything that's happened, so they're looking at the statues and like, I wonder what these symbols on this statue could mean.
Teal'c meanwhile just looks at them and goes, I know this, and just presses the buttons in order. It's like,
wait, did they do this before they see the child again?
They do. Yes. No, they do this after the child.
This is before the child,
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
I take my notes in sequential order, thank you very much.
Mine are in sequential order as well. I just looked down and saw the bit about translating the tablet, so got the wrong word.
But yeah, so Teal'c basically just goes, idiots, and just starts fixing
it. And they're like, Teal'c, why didn't you tell us? And of course, as usual, Teal'c's the same response he always gives.
You didn't ask.
He does this 3 episodes in a row. He did this in the Knot, he does that in this one, and he does it in the next one.
I fantastic.
I get the feeling they just went, this is funny. Oh, this is we're so funny.
Teal'c, please share vital information with the rest of us.
But no. It's only vital if you ask. No, no. I get the honestly, I get the feeling like in my headcanon, that's straight up like that's how it worked. If the Gord leader didn't ask, it wasn't important, so you were not supposed to like speak up because you're not you're worse than them. So why would you speak up?
Honestly, that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Speaking of great Teal'c quotes, did you see that thing I sent you the other day, Hope? Which was that really terrible ad on Twitter or whatnot.
I've actually seen that ad pop up on Twitter.
Yeah, there's that crossover. Some shitty mobile game that has a Stargate SG-1 crossover, and they have like quotes for all of like the characters. They have like Daniel. They have a quote for Daniel Jackson. They have a quote for Samantha Carter, and then they have a quote for Teal'c, which is just "Indeed."
I mean, Teal'c saying "Indeed" is a meme. Hold on. Teal'c saying "Indeed" is a meme. Like, considering they've got it in they've done it in like the Obama poster style, and they've also done it in the Warhol style. Oh no! Apparently they didn't do a Warhol, but they did do it in this one.
Thank you for showing us this one. The thing that everyone can see in this visual media
format. Just Google Teal'c "Indeed." You'll know what it is when you see it.
Also, we can just cut this. But yeah, so Teal'c presses all the buttons, and out comes a little treasure.
Although, unfortunately, it appears to be a very archaic dialect, which Teal'c, very conveniently right now, for plot reasons, can't read.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ancient Gould. It'll take time to translate.
Ancient?
How long will it take? Oh, well, it'll roughly take up until the last 5 minutes of the episode, so we can resolve it then.
About 25 minutes.
Up until we need to talk about bits of the plot that this relates to.
Exactly. But yeah, but while that is going on, Carter's having a look around, and
she finds a nice shell for the baby.
Yeah, she's like, hey, give the shell to the baby. And they go, okay, I will give it to this toddler. But what about the baby?
Where's the baby? Here.
Where's the baby? This is the baby!
And he's like 6. It's like actually 6. It's like, what?
What? Well, yeah, don't you age like a year every day?
Yeah, this baby is now 2.
No, these people don't have the word year.
Yes, I know they don't have the word year, but yes.
It's like, okay, I see where this is going now.
Yes, and she's like, "Hi, I'm 21 days old."
Which
How
raises
old
the
is-
question:
Oh no! Oh
How
no!
old
does this
was,
make Jack O'Neill a nonce?
Now, considering he was,
I mean, he
raped,
was drugged and
outright-
raped.
Yeah.
But
Like,
so yes, they are rapid aging, and of course, at this point, now we realize what Pelops was doing here.
eugenics.
Yeah, baby! He was like, let's cause them to rapidly evolve. Which I'm not, but that doesn't make any sense though.
No, not at
Because
all.
you've given
Not
them
at all.
complete, like, there's no dangers, and you have complete comfort. They have all of the supplies and food they will ever need. There are no circumstances here that would result in natural selection or evolution occurring
Literally,
whatsoever.
The most likely thing to happen is a random mutation, which will not be indicative of anything.
Yes, that would happen to humanity on a long scale. Yeah. Pelops is a really bad scientist, I think.
I think he's just an idiot. I think it's like, like, I feel like a lot of the girls in the show are just fucking idiots who have like no one to say no to them.
Yeah. So once again, this is the work of Space Elon Musk. Parody
Yes, I
not
should-
included in Minecraft.
Yep. Showed his penis to stewardess in SpaceX flight and says, "No, this is for science."
Do I need to cut that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did happen. No,
That did happen.
Because
That did
it's in a
happen.
court of law. It's why it actually happened. She got paid off.
I'm sorry, but there is not an amount of money high enough
Oh no!
for me to receive to
Well,
suffer to deal with the trauma of having to see Elon Musk's
What
penis.
it was he went up to her, showed her his penis, and said, "I will have sex with you, and I will buy you a horse." And she went, "No,"
No.
and then made 250 grand off it.
Yeah. She'll buy her own horse with blackjack and hookers.
She just went, "No."
But yes, of course, so they're like, how does this work? Maybe there's some kind of virus. Maybe it spreads through food or bodily contact. Oh no.
Bodily
Bonavid
contact,
2019.
Food, bodily contact. Who do we know that's eaten weird food lately and has also had sex with one of these people? Oh no!
Oh.
And is having really weird reactions, like they've got massive problems going over there. Ooh.
So they're like, we have to take his blood back to the lab.
And you can't come back right now.
No.
Yeah, no. Everyone's having a siesta. You go join them, Jack.
They're like, nope, we can't find anything. We can't find any strange antibodies. Protein analysis comes back, nothing. And then they're like, hey, what if we do zoom enhance on his blood?
You're skipping ahead a bit
Yeah.
for the zoom enhance.
So
But I
think
do
we're
love me a
going-
giant old computer doing blood
Oh,
analysis.
yes!
Look at that thing! It's running. It's probably not even on Windows. It's probably on DOS.
I mean,
More
Windows at
reliable
this
than
point,
anything we have.
Windows at this point was running on top of DOS still.
That is true.
Hope it's running on DOS and it's probably more reliable than any of the systems we've ever used.
Fuck you, Windows 10. Get Bill
No,
Gates in here.
no, this is actually running on Windows NT Workstation 3.0.
Okay, then it's probably not as reliable as anything we've ever used.
So yeah, they're like trying to study the blood and see what's fucked up about it.
Then but because they've got no headway, they need to go and wake up General Hammond. Which you can't just wake up my man Hammond. Our boy is busy sleeping after doing a great many comes. You know, he's a busy man.
He's a busy man. He's a
very
busy
tiring.
man, and right now his body is just so full of
Come.
No, it's out of.
Yeah.
both.
I was hoping someone would do the drop for me.
Sorry,
Well,
my
both.
cat jumped on my keyboard at the time. Say it again.
No, if anything,
Come.
if anything, his body's out of.
Come. Took a fistful of come.
Yeah. He took a fistful of gum, and that was that gum. Anyway,
Nope.
Take one fistful and call us in the morning.
So yeah, they like cool help Hammond, and then they're like, So, hi, Hammond.
Hi. Lockdown, behave. You're wearing the hazmat suits when you go back.
You're not allowed back.
That's
later.
later. That's later.
Okay.
But yes, well, they do the zoom in. They do the zoom enhance at this point, don't they?
No, because they got to go back.
They go back the first time.
No, they don't. Do they? They don't.
Yeah, they go back in the hazmat suit.
No,
Carter's got a box of shit, and this is when we first see the old age makeup start, which is better than most modern AAA movies.
Like, they don't identify what they are yet, but they do look at the blood and they go, huh, this is weird.
Yeah, they've done the zoom enhance on the blood, but they haven't seen the...
No, I didn't say they'd seen that yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
I just said they did the zoom enhance.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'll
do the
bet.
zoom enhance and they see some fucking, like, wiggly shit in his blood. He's like, well, that's not normal.
No, it's not. We need more blood.
You're gonna have to put on your hazmat suit so they look like they're from a weird, like, fucking 1950s TV show.
You look like you're about to go into Chernobyl.
It's like, it doesn't look real.
But yeah, they're like, oh no, we don't have time. We don't know what this is. But your blood's really fucked up, and you're going to age real quick.
In a few weeks, Jack, you'll be 100, and the king will send you a telegraph.
Like, they walk in, and Jack's just like, hello there, I'm Jack O'Neill.
What are you kids doing here on my lawn?
I used to play catchball on my lawn with my kid.
I
He's
will
dead
say,
now.
this was the actual, some of the best old age makeup I have ever
Yeah.
seen. And it's in a random episode of Stargate SG-1 from the...
No, they actually infected Jack O'Neill with Fox dye.
right, this is a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually infected Richard Dean Anderson with Fox dye.
I would explain it. Look, we have established that this podcast and to a degree the show does take place in the Metal Gear Solid universe at
Okay, I was
times.
just going to say, please tell me if it's
well, it's funny that you say it takes place where. They're like, we need to find a cure. We need to take you back to Earth and take you to the lab.
And Jack's like, no, fuck this shit. No diseases
Uh-uh.
to be brought back.
Nope. And Tiauk says, I will stay with you then, Daddy. Jack again refuses and said, I'm sorry, Tiauk, but, look, I'm sorry, but that gold pussy just isn't enough for me anymore. I've tasted Greek pussy, and I can't go back now.
They're all like 20 days old, remember?
Yeah. This is the problem is
Panic
that,
zone!
I'm not gonna...
if I remember
Panic
correctly,
zone!
it's pretty much implied that O'Neill fucks her again later and it's consensual while he's old.
It's even weirder because he's like a bag of bones and like...
And skin.
Yeah.
It's more... No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
But yes, once they get back to Earth, they look at the blood again. And what do they find in the blood, Hope? Specifically you. Yes, they do!
I love how you could tell what this is like from the 90s or whatever, because they're just like, nanomachines? What are they?
Yeah, whoa! Strange little nanobots in the blood, which are definitely they are definitely a thing that's real, and they are definitely a thing that will exist in the near future.
Like, they really have to explain what nanomachines are. I'm sitting there going, oh yeah, this was the 90s. Or like, yeah, was it the 90s or the 80s? I can't remember.
Yeah, this is the 90s.
Yeah, this is the 90s. It's like nanomachines were not a thing that people thought about.
Exactly.
I mean, what year did this season come out?
96, 97.
Was it 97? Because if it was 97...
Yeah, 97.
Hang on, I'm going to give me a...
I want to point out that...
fuck, no. Metal Gear Solid was 98, damn it.
What I want to point out is that technically this is the superior technology that motherfucker from the Department of Defense is. And because this takes place in the Metal Gear Solid universe, this is clearly the basis of the president of our hearts, Senator Armstrong's nanomachine tech.
Okay, seriously?
What?
Yes, unfortunately, Raiden, I was actually 12 2 minutes ago.
And you are old.
I must do this fight very quickly, otherwise I will die of old age. So don't you dare change the date on your internal clock of your PlayStation 2, Raiden.
Okay. Anyway, Stargate is a show about.
So yeah, they're like, but luckily, we have an ex machina moment because what did Samantha Carter study at the Pentagon?
It wasn't her, it was her friend.
Yeah, a friend. Someone she knew.
Well, isn't that convenient?
It's just so like, what are the chances?
But they keep testing and they realize that
nanobots aren't just for Christmas.
Because they fucking escape the blood and eat the protective gloves and everything.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and now, they're all really fucked up, and Hammond is pissed off with them because now now they have to pay a pension for these gloves.
But a full military burial with honors, 21 gun salute for the microbiological safety cabinet.
Okay.
But yeah, back on the planet, our sad dad has become officially sad granddad.
He's become old man who shouts at cloud. Like,
yeah, legitimately. Yeah. He just sits around basically next to the Stargate all day yelling about Pelops.
My notes say old man yells at statue.
They literally, he's got all these people listening to him. He's like, this is old, stupid, yeah.
He's not a real
God.
Oh, it was marriage, and this is when Jack finds out that it was marriage cake. He's like, "The fuck, girl? That's not cool.
That's not how marriage works." Yes, it is.
It is here.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, you ate the cake, and now you are my husband.
I do like how he goes, "You know me for less than a day. That's not love." I'm like, "Oh, that's actually kind of nice in a weird way."
Yes, that he didn't. He's not a god. Pelops took life from you. You are an experiment. And he's like, but see, you're all just days old, and you age rapidly quickly. But I'm 40. I'm 40. I am thousands of days old. And it's like, yeah, Jack, you don't look a day over 40.
I mean, to be fair, thousands of days old to them, that probably is what they would look like. But I do like how it's like, no, that's impossible. It's like, most people live to even 60 or 70. And I'm like, that's low. But wow, yeah, okay, that was the 90s, yeah. It's like, that's low balling it.
Yeah, that's because everyone was inhaling leaded car fumes and smoking 50 cigarettes a day.
Like the age, when I was watching this show, I was like, that's kind of low balling it there. Oh, wait a minute, yeah, when did this show come out?
The 1990s.
Yeah, that's right, because as we know, between missions, Jack O'Neill just sits around at home, just drinking leaded fuel all day.
I was going to say huffing lead paint.
Yeah. He does sit at home and drink beer and fish. That is all he does.
I mean, honestly, that sounds kind of nice.
But yes, he tries to convince Cynthia, who is which is the lady's name, that Pelops is bad, actually, but she don't believe him.
Well, if she believes it means her entire 10-day life was a lie.
Yep.
I have here in my notes, this week the role of Teal'c is played by Jack O'Neill. Because Jack O'Neill is doing Teal'c's thing, like trying to convince everyone that the Gould are not gods and they're absolute cunts, as opposed to just fuck them.
So, well, I mean, he fucks up. Wait, no.
And then in the next scene with Jack, he does exactly the same rant again, but this time they're like, we believe you.
Yeah, but the thing is, in terms of their lifetime, it's been like, what, 3 days, which is 20 years?
yeah, they're like, we've mulled of the court coming over these decades, we've mulled over what you've had to say.
I mean, this thing though, Jack does it again. He starts a cargo cult, collapses someone's religion, and inspires the man to become a new Magellan.
He's like the US military.
Also, I wrote at the end of the scene, man, Cynthia loves that gilf cock.
Oh god, yeah. This episode brings a lot of like problematic questions that I doubt they ever thought about or were ever going to think about or had.
It was the 90s. They didn't think about it.
Yep.
It was the 90s. You could just fuck as many 21-day-year-olds as you liked.
Yeah, it was the 90s. Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh no!
Why do I see Jeffrey Epstein having a co-production tag on this script?
No.
Yeah, come to Little St. James Island.
No.
Sponsored by the Little St. James Tourist Board.
I can't. No.
Yep. But back on the base, they're doing more studies. But unfortunately, someone fucking grasped the Hammond about the fucking microbots eating through the fucking gloves in the cabinet.
Yeah. No, this is too dangerous. Jack O'Neill is a great man, but unfortunately you will have to leave him to die.
He will be a great loss to this country.
We will remember him as we just let him die in random Greek places. Like, wait, what?
Hey, it's time for Ideology Corner. Whee!
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Oh, we're gonna leave that guy that we sent in here in this risky situation to die? Yep. Well, he knew what he signed up for. Oh well, too
What
bad.
happens to never leave a man behind? We're abandoning it. Why? Fuck you.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, never leave a man behind. Well, except that man. That one. We'll leave him behind.
He has played.
And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one.
Look, they've lived long enough. They're 22. They've lived long enough.
I mean,
We don't want to pay their
14,
VA bills.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Veterans Association's going to really thank us for this one.
Ooh. Yowza,
But yes,
man.
they disable gate travel to Argos, although they can send specific objects if requested.
Well,
and
if you
to sort
order-
of-
if you- I mean, they disable gate travel, but you can still order fast track delivery from Argos. It's still
Yes.
I mean,
forgot
as
it's
we all know,
called-
Argos is just down the road from Athens.
Oh my god, I forgot it's fucking called Argos. What's wrong with
I was waiting for like a while.
it?
Yeah, you
Yeah, for
order
those
from
of you who-
Argos. You order from Argos, and a fluffy gold dog just flies down from the moon, delivers your package, and flies off again.
I feel like we should probably explain what Argos is to our international listeners.
Nope.
We should,
Nope.
but we're not going to.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it. Like Ryan should Google the Satanic Zone.
I refuse. Like our viewers will refuse to Google Argos.
Okay. No, I'm gonna do it, and you guys can do whatever. But Argos is a type of. Oh, okay. Refusing to let me elaborate on what Argos is.
Yeah, sorry. It's my job to gaslight and gatekeep you today.
So anyway, Argos is.
I wasn't on the button.
Argos is a
yeah.
lovely little shop in the UK where you buy Stargate SG-1 merchandise. That's all it sells.
It's a shop in the UK where you go there and there's a little catalogue and all of the items have numbers on them, and then you go to a machine and you type in the number of the thing that you want, and then it gets sent over to basically what's a giant warehouse in the back, and then you queue up and wait like 10 hours for a guy to pick it up from the warehouse in the back and give it to you.
No,
It is a
I mean that's if
really
you're
weird
lucky.
concept. It is a really weird concept because
It's like what if the Amazon distribution center was like
Was
a
right in
shop
front
and
of
just
you.
picks up. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing though. What actually happens is you go there, you punch the number, and it goes out of stock, not expected back in stock for a year. Go fuck yourself, and then you walk off.
And what we used to do back in the 2000s, before the fucking bastards stopped us, is that they, because you had to like write them down, like the numbers. They would like have a little pen, next to like the catalog, so you could write them down. But after everyone just kept steals pens to steal pens from Argos all of the time, so they like eventually decided to put them all on like a chain so that you can't take them.
like banks used to do that as well. Like there
Yeah.
was like, a chain that was like always just too short, and you had to like. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think anyone stole pens on purpose. I feel like the majority of people just put the pen in their pocket.
I will.
You stole
No,
on purpose.
no, we stole those pens on purpose. I can definitely say that we did that.
I
It's a
never
pen.
did.
They can afford to replace a fucking pen.
And that's why we don't get free pens anymore.
Yep. So yes, after they do send something through the gate though. They send him an iPad, and all it has on it is a video of his friends going na 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 na. You can't come back na 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 na.
You're gonna fucking die.
The video is kind of awful.
Yeah. They're like standing in front of like a green screen, and they're being like, "Oh, it's so sad that you're going to die alone and old there, Jack, forever."
You called it an iPad? It's not an iPad. This is 1997. They send him a Zune.
Is that actually a Zune?
I don't know. I'm doing a bet.
I mean, it could be. No, it's not. Zoom is way later. They send him a random weird military device that never exists.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it basically is a modern iPad. That's what they sent him. And again, it's another scene. It's another fucking scene with an even older Jack this time doing the exact same scene, except to more people, yelling about, "You're all slaves! You are not chosen! Tear down his image!"
Which, somehow, Jack managed to create localized reformation. Although, the natives sadly lack the humble Toyota Hilux. So, while they can't pull the statue down with a Hilux, they're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. With oily muscles and blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, yes, and oily muscles indeed. And they're like, "Yeah, we have collapsed the statue of Pelops, and
he hasn't smited us. Why has he not smited us?"
And then Jack is like, "Hey, my new underage bride, let's go out into the desert and wander off together."
Also, in that scene, you notice truly how few extras there actually are there.
There's like
they're
5
able
people.
to hide it in like the outdoor scenes, but when they're all inside, it's like, oh, there's like 10 dudes there, if that. They do not have that many extras.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Yeah, they go off together outside the city. They play noughts and crosses, or tic-tac-toe for our international listeners. And he keeps fucking losing constantly, even though she basically just learned it. and he gets an angry boomer and complains about it. But then suddenly, the sun goes down, and they don't fall asleep.
No, so they stay up all night and have sex.
Exactly, yes. And so they get back to the city, and then suddenly, hold on a second, the Stargate's coming back online again.
What?
And then the SG-1 crew comes through, and they're like, "Hey, guess what? Remember that tablet we couldn't read? Conveniently, now we can read it."
Yeah, Tilk worked it out, realized that it wasn't a word, it was like a frequency. Yeah, it turns out that nanomots are just for Christmas. We have the off switch.
Yeah, they're like, if only, but how on earth are we going to find this device and change the... Oh, it's right here. It's in the collapsed head of the Pelops statue. It's right here.
It fell over. It's been there all the time. It's been there for a while.
It's been there right in the open. Jack, you missed it, you blind motherfucker.
Well, I mean, he literally is a blind motherfucker. Like, come on.
I'm so old.
Like, Jack, how could you miss this? I am blind!
Yeah, and now they've turned this off, and he's like, "You shall now have thousands of days."
Woo!
And then they're about to go back to the gate, and Jack is like, "Well, now guess I'm going to become racist and move to Florida."
I'm going to vote for Ron DeSantis and tell everyone not to wear face masks.
Exactly. But then they tell him, actually, it only imitated aging. So once the nanites wear off, you will conveniently be your normal age again by the time the next episode of the show happens.
Yeah, I don't, the idea... What do you mean imitates aging? What does that mean?
They don't work in people they've not been in from birth. Just shut up. Jack, you don't get to play shuffleboard.
Your body can't just return back time.
Well, apparently it can.
Yeah. Jack still has all his telomeres intact. It's fine.
Wait, hang on a second. Did no one like think, hang on, and we should probably like take this device back? Because we could figure this out. Like, if we could probably do this in like reverse, right? And make people live really long.
Nope.
We can also like kill all of our enemies, like just the gold.
This device could be very useful for medical purposes, and
Never seen
also the Secretary of Defense would then be like, "Well done, you found something useful we can use." Like, nope.
Never seen again.
And yeah, they leave. And then
What? What?
like, we're going home now. And then they're like, "But Jack, don't leave us."
Oh, I'll send someone by to check. Jack's like, nah, it's fine.
Yep.
I'll send someone by to check on you. And she just
And they
puts her
definitely
hand
will.
on her belly in the hole. I'm pregnant.
And I am never going back. Bye.
Jack literally just was like, wait a minute, I don't have to be old and sleep with that person? Okay, and then just leaves.
So that was Brief Candle.
What did that say about the military?
That they are incredibly expendable.
Yeah.
Never leave a man behind until it becomes too much like hard work.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. I think the policy is more never leave a man behind if, you know, you can, like, pick him up on the way out. But if you have to, like, go out your way, I mean...
I tell a lie.
Yeah?
Part of the technology does come back. Specifically, the frequency emitter is used at the end of season 4. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Just the frequency emitter. Just the fancy transmitter. Nothing else. Nanobots are just for Christmas.
I mean, there are some little bits, like we said, about that. That's really all this episode has to say about the military.
This is
unless
like a weird concept of how much do we talk about the fact that this is technically A, rape, and B, paedophilia. Which one?
Which I suppose, if we're talking about rape and paedophilia, that does say a lot about the military. But,
it's just a lot about a lot of organizations, honestly.
It says a lot about the 90s, I think, more than the military. That this wasn't considered awkward and kind of problematic.
Yeah, this is the thing. The fact that this was just in a show where it was like kind of played up for laughs a bit and then just moved on, it's like was this considered like fine?
I mean, not only was this considered fine, I mean, pretty much like after I think if I remember you saying Hope, like after like Children of the Gods in the first couple of episodes, this was family television.
Yep. They basically it was rapidly dropping down to family television area.
And I just...
Then again, this is also the era in which family movies make prison rape jokes, so, you know.
Yeah.
That still gets made way too much.
Yeah.
Okay. This has an IMDb rating of 7.3 out of 10.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
I just want to see if there was any like information
IMDb...
about how people reacted
I thought
to
it was kind of weak compared to some of the other episodes.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, weaker than our favorite episode of the show so far, Emancipation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Emancipation was a really strong episode.
Was a really well acted episode, and actually quite strong. Had some good points. It just doesn't start that way.
Yeah, if you want to know more about the episode Emancipation, well, you probably should have listened to that, because that was a few episodes ago. And if you just jumped into this one straight away, why did you do that?
Yeah, why did you do that?
I mean, if you did do that, maybe you'd be silly enough to subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, oh, you know what? That's a great idea. I've heard there's some fantastic content on our Patreon. For $3.50, you can get monthly bonus episodes, of which there are currently 2.
Where would you find these amazing bonus episodes?
Patreon.com/SGO podcast.
Wow.
And right now you can listen to the episode on Apocalypse Now, featuring myself, Hope, and the wonderful Cody.sis. And also, we finally did the movie.
Wait, there was a movie?
There was a movie, in fact, yes.
Was I
We did the movie with Kurt Russell.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking. Was there a movie with these actors? No.
Yes, the original
movie
with Kurt Russell, Stargate,
and James Spade. I think.
Yes.
So I hopped over to IMDb,
Yes.
This episode in this season, this episode is ranked 14th out of the entire season, so it's not considered a good one.
What was Emancipation rated?
Emancipation
terrible.
ranks 20th.
Yeah, it got a really bad ranking. Yeah.
Emancipation is tied with the clip show episode.
I actually really.
Yes.
There's a clip show episode.
Wait, there's
so when we get to the end of the season, there's going to be a few episodes we're going to pair up.
I was about to say, are we going to review that?
Yes, we are going to cover it because the clip show episode is where the guy comes out and says, "God will protect us from the Gould."
By the way, you said that so aggressively. Just, yes, it's like okay, all right.
Sorry. Yeah, no, we can skip the clip show stuff. But
I didn't mean it as a bad thing. I meant it as like we are doing the clip show, right? You are not escaping it. No.
I mean, we can skip the clips and talk about the bits around it.
Why? I'm sorry, but why the fuck does like a drama show have a clip show episode?
Okay,
there are so many shows in this era that have clip show episodes.
The episode is called Politics, and it's basically
it's called Politics.
Yeah, it's a discussion on whether or not we should cancel the Stargate program.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's an episode about whether or not we should whether or not the first Gulf War should happen, whether or not we should go into Iraq.
And the answer
that's
is
the South Park
yes.
movie, which we are doing for the Christmas bonus. Maybe.
So I was about to say we are definitely going to be doing the South Park movie.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, I did ask all of our Patreon subscribers, and we got a 100% rating vote for the South Park movie.
I just realized, as long as that they are the only Patreon subscriber, they have complete control.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Unlimited power. Just for reference, some of the other episodes we've watched. The First Commandment, rated at 6.6. That's 19th. 18th is The Broccoli Divide.
I mean, that's... Yeah.
Yeah, that episode was a
17, 16, 15 we haven't seen yet. Though I'm surprised that 15 is there. And then everything else starts to get above, and then Cold Lazarus is only a 7.5, which makes
really
what
Cold Lazarus is the 10th best
episode.
Yeah, according to IMDb, it's the 10th best episode of this season.
It doesn't have enough guns and things exploding.
Yeah.
The one where we lose the penguin of Madagascar, 9th, rated 7.6. Our next episode, Thor's Hammer. That's got an 8-star rating, and it's an 8th, funnily enough.
Huh? Okay.
I mean, I'll look forward to that then.
The Nox is rated 8.1 and places 6th.
What?
Yeah, the Nox, 8.1, 6.
Nah.
I'm surprised it tied with Solitudes. That's interesting. We'll get to Solitudes.
I disagree on the Nox. I hard disagree.
Sorry,
Children of the Gods, also rated 8.1, and it's 4th.
I don't know what the rest are, but Children of the Gods I thought was going to be first because it is just such a...
Children of the Gods is rated 8.1. Third is 2 episodes from now.
Oh.
The Torment of Tantalus.
That's a time.
Oh, I hate when Tantalus torments me.
Yeah. And the top 2 rated are basically... The season finale for this season is 1, 2, 3... It's technically 4 parts. But one of those is the clip show, and one of them is in season 2. So the 2 actual important parts of the finale are the highest rated episodes of season 1.
Oh, okay. Although speaking of, you mentioned an episode there that's quite interesting, actually.
Which one?
Thor's Hammer.
Yeah, coming next week.
And so, it's not just coming next week. I think there's something else special about it, isn't there?
Nope.
Yeah, we have a guest.
Wait,
we
what?
do have a guest. You're right.
We do?
Yeah, because this is episode's called Thor's Hammer, and it's all about the Vikings. Well, most of the Vikings are dead, except one. We pried her out of a Valkyrie's grasp, and we're dragging her onto the pod next week.
And yep, and the moment that we resurrected her, we all did, apart from Ryan, because Ryan sucks, we both of us, Hope and I, did the pleading emoji, pointing fingers, I went, mummy, 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 sorry, mummy.
Lady with the big muscles.
I didn't do that because that's overused.
So yeah, thank you all for listening to
Eldred, if you listen to this, we love you very much, and we're so glad you agreed to come on. We will not be this useless when we're on together, we promise.
Yes, we will. I mean, don't lie.
Mommy,
Thank
sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Stargate Oversight. Where can we find both of you?
Ryan, where can we find you?
I'm elusive, and I am very, very honest to my one show, and this is it currently.
Well, also you can also find Ryan at his home address of.
No.
Yeah, well,
yes.
you can run into Ryan at work at.
Yeah, no. That's somehow worse.
Yeah, you can go to Ryan's place of work, which is, and then you can call his boss a cunt.
I mean, that's fine.
You can have Ryan make you a coffee, and he'll do like a custom smiley face in the latte art.
Exactly. Yep. You're gonna say, "Yep. Hi, I'm a friend of Ryan's. He asked me to come here and tell you that you're a cunt, and he wants to quit."
Where can we find you guys?
I'm Hope.
Yeah, hi, Hope.
Hi. You can find me on Twitch as at Hope Frail. That's FRAYORL. You can find me on Twitter before it burns down as at HFrail. And I'm back on Tumblr, motherfuckers, as Hope Frail.
Yeah, that's right. Likewise, you can find me on Steam. Steam. No, you cannot find me on Steam. Do not ask me for my Steam. You can find me on Twitch as Arctisha Frost, all one word. You can also find me on Twitter as at SMT Frost. And like the wonderful Hope, I have recently also fled to Tumblr, and you can also find me there as Arctisha Frost, probably thirsting over some stupid shit.
Oh yeah, no. I blame Alice or just the people returning to Tumblr. Tumblr has gotten really horny in a good way again.
It probably never stopped.
But anyway, thank you all for listening, and I hope you come and listen to. Sorry, no. Let me try that again. I hope you all listen to us next week.
Otherwise, how are we meant to do the Oh, you're right, live show. Sorry, can I just do a little joke? We can probably end this now. But when we do the live show in Canada, we can kidnap Curry the cat and make him do it with us. Because he lives in Canada. So.
Yes, I love your optimism. I love your optimism of when, honey.
I believe this. Yeah, happening.
All right, I believe we can probably end it here now.
Hell yeah.